Welcome to A Spark Ignited. I'm your host, Nicole Ramsey, here to help you light up your life with inspiration, real talk, and a whole lot of fun. It's time to ignite the spark within you and dive into the stories and wisdom that'll keep you moving forward. Let's make some magic happen. What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of A Spark Ignited. I am your host, Nicole, and I'm so excited you guys decided to join me today. Now, right alongside me is this beautiful woman who I have to have my phone to read her intro, honey, because she is out here doing everything and more. We have Miss Brittany Joy Ramsey, aka MsFitBritt, is a physique toning expert, figure bodybuilding pro, and motivational speaker with over 10 years of experience. Known as the body transformation master, she helps women achieve their fitness goals and prepares them for bodybuilding competitions. Featured in Ebony Magazine, Jet Magazine, and other publications, she has led workshops for organizations like the American Heart Association and Bolingbrook Hospital, sharing her belief that body transformation drives success in all areas. Her message of faith plus family plus fitness inspires thousands in health and wellness. Everyone, welcome Brittany Ramsey to the podcast. Hi,
Hello.
Brittany.
Thank you so much for having me, Danielle.
Yes, absolutely. First of all, what an intro. I had to take my breath on that. It is just phenomenal work. Oh my goodness. How are you doing?
I am doing amazing. I cannot complain. I'm so grateful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. I'm excited for what God is doing.
Yes.
Just hearing you read the bio, I'm just like, thank you, Lord. Like, thank you.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
was nothing but me. I give all glory to God, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to share my story with you all today
Yes. Yes.
and dig deep.
Absolutely. We're excited to hear it. But before we get into that, why don't you let everyone know who you are and what started this whole journey of faith and fitness and mindset?
Absolutely. So as you mentioned, I'm Brittany Ramsey. I go by MsFitBritt in the fitness industry.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I have been a fitness expert and keynote motivational speaker now for the past 15 years.
Wow.
And just now recently became the United States of America's Miss Illinois.
Congratulations.
Thank
Wow.
you. And I'm so grateful for that honor, that title, and to be able to represent my entire state of Illinois this
Yeah,
upcoming year. For me, my platform is all about accelerating into abundance. The Abundance
sure.
Accelerator is what I speak on, and I help career women, career men, entrepreneurs, leaders like yourself
Yes.
to own and transform your body, to live from your highest self. You
Mm-hmm.
know, uh, I help individuals to increase not only with confidence and toning their bodies and building their best self with their
Mm-hmm.
bodies, but also their business and their bank account.
Oh yeah.
I Yes, I believe that when we prioritize our health, we're able to have more energy, we're able to be more productive, we're able to show up for our families, for
Mm-hmm.
ourselves, and we're able to increase every other element of our lives. And so I do
Absolutely.
that through fitness, through
Mm.
my faith. Um, it's been a blessing, and
Wow.
I'm excited to share more with you all today. But yes,
Yes.
faith, family, fitness is what I'm all about. I
Wow.
believe in alignment. I believe that when we are in alignment
Mm-hmm.
spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, we're able to live in abundance. We feel good. We're happy. We're at peace. We're satisfied.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
When any of those areas are off, many times we feel off.
Mm-hmm.
We become drained, we can become frustrated, overwhelmed, you name it, and we fall off of our routine.
Yep.
And so for me, over the years of seeing that and studying the thought patterns of what affects the way that we, lose weight and gain weight and even transform our bodies,
Uh-huh.
I believe it's so powerful and important. One of the key concepts that I teach is muscle mindset connection, connecting
Abs-
our mind to our body, because our mindset is everything. And so
Mm-hmm.
that just kind of like, is a recap of how faith, family, and fitness came all about, is
Yeah,
because my faith is my true foundation of helping me stay in alignment
sure.
when I get trapped in those
Mm-hmm.
areas that I mentioned, because, many of the clients that I work with are thriving in their careers and businesses, but many times they have been neglecting their bodies. And
Mm-hmm.
it's from, the way that we prioritize our
Mm-hmm.
routine.
Mm-hmm.
And so I help individuals to get back on track very fast,
Yeah.
simple exercise, workout, nutrition routines that allow you to keep performing at a high level.
I love it. I love it. My goodness, what a whirlwind. It's so funny that you speak on getting back on track. That's actually next week's episode that I
Oh,
talk about.
wow.
Yes, so it's actually,
Alignment,
listen, I was just about to say that too. The alignment is just wild. Oh my goodness. What man, the cornerstone, like you said, faith. Faith is everything. We are women of faith, so we know that without it, we can't even perform and be our best selves without it. To each
yes.
their own, of course, but without faith,
Yes.
I don't know enough to keep myself sustained and to keep
Listen.
myself, from derailing completely. But with God in my corner, I can do anything. And I know you feel the
Yep.
exact same way. So,
Absolutely.
absolutely. What motivated you to pursue a career in fitness coaching and personal training?
Yes. Okay. So it goes all the way back to when I was
Okay.
in high school. Well, actually, before then, let me take you all the way back,
Take
Danielle.
me
Okay.
back. Mhm.
I have been a fighter all my life. Okay.
Love
Like
it.
when I say a fighter, like overcoming obstacles, overcoming different challenges, different odds. I was actually born 3 months premature, believe it or not. I was
Okay. Okay.
20 pounds, 14 ounces.
Mm,
And my father was able to hold me, Blaine Ramsey the third, he was able to hold me in the palm of his hand, just like this. And
yeah.
I actually had a left brain bleed, and I had to have
Oh.
surgery on my heart when I was born. I actually still have the scar on my side till this day from that surgery from birth.
Mm-hmm.
But the doctors told my parents that I would never be able to read, write, run, function as a normal child, or
Oh,
even
wow.
speak. But by the grace of God, I've been proven that prognosis wrong ever
Right.
since. And
Mm-hmm.
so, when I speak about overcoming being a fighter, like for me, that has taught me resilience over the years. I
Mm-hmm.
became an athlete since the age of 5. Track and field was my jam.
Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
ran track from middle school, high school, even in my collegiate years. And I got inspired going into the fitness world when I was in high school. Well, it started when I was 5. And I
Mm-hmm.
used to, even when I was in middle school, from like first grade to fifth grade,
Mm-hmm.
for recess and for gym, they will have us do like these mile tests and the runs. And I remember we had this big, huge field in my elementary school. And the instructor had us run the entire lap around this big, huge field. And
Uh-huh.
I beat everybody. I beat all the boys.
Oh, that
It was
started it, huh?
I literally was able to do 2 laps before everybody even finished their first
Oh,
lap.
oh, wow.
So
Wow.
I became known as the fast girl, like at first grade. And that
Yeah.
was the first time that I even realized that I was fast. I was like, it
Mm-hmm.
shocked me. So that carried with me into middle school, into high school, collegiately. And it was when I became a senior
Uh-huh.
at in high school, where I was inspired by how the athletic trainer would get the athletes back on the playing field so fast after having an injury.
Okay.
And senior year in high school was the very first time that I actually got injured. And my senior year, it was kind of a little rough for me because my injury came at the end of the year. So, long story short, I asked the athletic trainer, how did you get started in this? Like, how did this all begin? And so he shared with me what athletic training was all about. So I
Uh-huh.
ended up getting my bachelor's in science in kinesiology, the study of biomechanics, how the body moves, with the
Uh-huh.
pre-focus in physical therapy. And
Okay.
so that is how and I love the body. I love learning about the muscles, the bones that we have, how our bodies transform.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I used to run to anatomy class. And so with that being said, that's how I got interested in going into the fitness industry. And then my junior year in college, I from the University of Illinois in Champaign-Urbana, I
Mm-hmm.
received my certification through the National Academy of Sports Medicine
Yeah.
as a personal trainer. And
Mm-hmm.
so that kicked off my whole world of being introduced into the fitness industry. And from there
Yeah.
on, after graduating, I then started my very own fitness business.
Wow, what a story. My goodness, all the way from age 5, beating
Yeah,
everybody in track and field, and then all the
yeah.
way into college and then starting your own business. That is so inspiring. Now, I'm not sure if you know, but before Danielle Nicole existed with life coaching and my books and authorships and things like that, it wasn't like a fitness business because I really didn't go full throttle the way that I probably should have back then. But I used
Okay.
to call myself Fitness Danny, and I actually
Okay.
attended the National Academy of Sports Medicine as well in 2014 and became a certified personal trainer.
Awesome. Woo!
Yeah. Yes, because I was like, I remember around that time, I said, okay, because I had gained weight when I had my daughter. I was someone that was naturally thin my whole life, so I didn't have to
Yeah.
work to get my body. But when I had my baby, it was my first time in my life gaining a substantial amount of weight, and I just couldn't believe that. I was like, "Who is this person in the mirror?" So I was like, "Well, I'm getting this off." So I did a little test just for myself because I'm someone, even till this day, if I put something out in the world, especially on social media, I have to complete it because I'm not going to put something out and I don't complete it. Okay. So I said, I'm going to
So
lose
good.
weight. And by Mother's Day, I lost 30 pounds on my own. I started like that December prior to the Mother's Day.
Period.
Yeah. And I was like, and I was motivating so many different people and they were like,
Wow.
inspiring me, blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, okay, there's something to this. I really like the way this feels. I want to help other people do it. So, long story super short, I went to school for it and started to train people. And I did that for a good 8 to 9 years. Yeah.
And yeah, okay, so this is exciting to hear. This is bringing excitement to my
I love
ears
to talk to other
because
fitness people.
one thing that I did not mention to you is that, okay,
Yeah.
so when the pandemic hit, I
Uh-huh.
completely transitioned online. So I went from
Mhm.
training in brick and mortar, gyms, you name it, to all online. So all of my fitness programs are all online now. But what I
Okay.
did share is that I help entrepreneurs, personal trainers transition online to
Woo.
have their very own fitness programs,
Wow.
entrepreneurs. Let's say you were a love coach and you wanted to create your very own program. So I help you build your body and your business by
Mm.
helping you to your brand awareness online. So I
Yeah.
have clients that work with me who literally are not only losing 10 to 20 pounds or more or 100, depending on what your desire is, but I've also have been helping them with increasing their brand awareness, bringing more clients to them, helping them to create an offer for their program. And I do that with fitness professionals, with
Yeah.
entrepreneurs. So that's where the Abundance Accelerator came from because
Okay.
you are building not only your body, but your business, your career, your bank account.
Yes. Yes.
One of the things that I worked with did a $10,000 launch in her very first month.
That's
Already did
amazing.
working on a 9 to 5, but she was actually a personal trainer, but was not yet doing it online. She wanted to
Okay.
really, get out there and really, really show up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I showed her how to do that. She took it, I mean, and ran with it and did amazing. I had another lady who did a $15,000 launch in her first month and
Amazing.
teaches women on how to build their confidence.
Yes.
And she was able to, at that time, walk away from her 9 to 5. And so
Mm,
it's just so cool to be able to see, like, not only you transforming your bodies, but you're showing up online, because a lot of times people are hiding from going live, from posting, all the
Oh
things.
yeah. Oh yeah.
But you are confident and you're now like, okay, yes, my body is where I want to be. Like it's almost like can't nobody tell me nothing.
And that's where you want to get to.
yes,
Yeah.
you're ready to show up. Like you're like, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I love doing. Like I love bringing that that power that's already inside of individuals. See, my superpower is helping to make it pop even more. I don't take
Absolutely.
away anything God has given anybody. I just help pull out what he's already given
There you go.
people.
That's
So when
it
you say
right there.
that, I'm like, oh yeah, I want to even share that because we build our bodies and bank accounts.
Absolutely. That is incredible, Brittany. My goodness. Like, there's just
Yeah.
something about taking a person and just igniting that spark, like you said, that's already within them. They just need a little
Yep.
extra boost. And,
Yep.
that's what, professionals are there for. God helped and equipped us with our God given purposes, and we are able to help the
Yes.
people that He sent to us. So that's what it's all about. So, what is the
Yeah,
key to achieving both body transformation and mindset transformation?
that's so good. You know what? I always say we have to use the same principles in the skills and the strategies that we use in our everyday career and business,
Uh-huh.
even with our body. And
Mm-hmm.
so when it comes to our mindset, number one, our body is going to do anything that our mind tells it to do.
Absolutely.
And it's not going to do anything that the mind does not tell it to do. So if you say
Mm-hmm.
jump, it's going to. But
Mm-hmm.
if you are saying, I'm too busy, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, all the things, then that's what
Yeah.
our body look and feel like. So one of
Mm-hmm.
the things that I really
Yeah.
teach is on mindset. I'm really
Mm-hmm.
big on mindset because whatever we say and whatever we think about up here is what we're going to experience daily. So when you do muscle mindset connection, you are connecting your words, you're connecting the mindset of what you desire, who you want to become with your body. So even
Mm-hmm.
when you're working, you're not just doing a bicep curl, pumping it out. No, you're actually breathing through it. You're feeling through it. You're visualizing that muscle contracting as you're releasing it and coming down as well. And
Uh-huh.
so same thing when it comes to the repetition that we need with our careers and business. Well, our body needs that repetition too. But the
Great
mind,
analogy. Mm-hmm.
yep, the mind has to tell it, all right, I need you to do 10 more reps. Okay, you're starting to feel that burn. Okay, now do 3 more reps. You see what I'm saying? It needs
Absolutely.
that repetition and it has to go past that threshold. So we can't just stop right away when we're feeling that burn while we're working out. You have to literally mentally tell your mind, no, let me do 3 more. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just like the mindset of clocking in, clocking out when we're at work.
Mm-hmm.
We have to make sure we're telling our mind, all right, alarm clock going off. My boss said I need to be here at this time. I'm going to clock in here. I'm going to clock out at this time. It's the same mindset that you have to have when it comes to your body, too. Okay, I got to get
Yes.
my meal at this time. I got to get my workout in at this time. It's a non negotiable. So I always say,
Absolutely.
that mind to your muscle, and your body is going to do and show up like it needs to.
Absolutely. Mind muscle connection is everything. And before you start anything in life, your mindset has to just be on par because,
Yes,
as you said, as we think it, we become. So if you're feeding your mind and you're saying negative things to yourself, or I can't do this, I can't do that, guess what? You won't be able to do those things that you're telling yourself you can't do because
exactly.
your mind is feeding off your words. Speak life into
Yes.
yourself and know that you can do anything you put your mind to. That is something I preach all day long, honey.
That's so good.
Yes. So you focus a lot on mindset with fitness, which I love because it all ties together. Can you
Mhm.
explain how mindset plays a role in both fitness and personal growth?
Oh, yeah. Mindset plays a big role in fitness and even personal because just like as I mentioned, if we're constantly telling ourselves we're too busy or I don't have the time,
Yeah.
then you're not going to get that workout in. You're not going to, complete that task or that project that you need for your career or in your business. And
Yeah.
one of the things that I'm really big on is creating a morning mindset routine, right? How we start our day is going to determine how we finish it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So
100%.
I always teach my clients to work out at the same time every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that you are eating at the same time every day. Does that mean it's going to be exact every single day?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely not. Some things are going to show up unexpectedly. But like I mentioned, our body needs that routine. It
Yeah,
needs that routine. So if your mind is already set and you're on that schedule, your mind is going to be able to wake up or even know when it's time to eat again without you even telling it, without you even having to hear that alarm clock go off. So you want
absolutely.
to take that mindset routine
Oh, yeah.
because it is to allow you to show up even more powerfully with your body and even with your business and career.
That is so true. It's so funny how you
Yep.
say like you don't even have to tell your body to wake up because
Yep.
my body wakes up every day at 4:15 because I've been doing it for so
For
long,
so long.
But there are
Yes, yes.
days it's so funny because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sleep in until 7 o'clock, and I'm just like,
Nope.
your
No,
body's like,
and it don't happen.
we're not doing that. I don't care what day of week it is, we're waking
Exactly.
up, So
Yep. That's
it's
so
so
true.
funny. Oh my, because I don't know. I 100% agree with you when you say do the same because I'm a creature of habit. So everything goes in the same place every day. I create my schedule, I go about my schedule, and it usually looks the same every day. Some things are a little different, but the workout's the same, the eating's the same, when I go walk is the same.
Mhm.
And it's not because I'm creating
Yes.
a robotic life. This is the routine for my life and it works for my life and what it is that I'm trying to, you know, like I want a healthy lifestyle. I want to create that balance for myself. And to me, when you have that in place, you've already won the day. Now everything
Yep.
else is just going to fall into place. So yeah, it
That's
really
so
does make a huge difference. It does. So can you share a defining moment in your life that influenced your approach to both fitness and mindset? Defining moment.
okay. Let me think. Final moment. Repeat that one more time for me.
Yeah, so can you share a defining moment in your life that has influenced your approach to both fitness and mindset coaching?
Well, I mean, just I can use the example of just now, becoming the United States of America's Miss Illinois.
Yes.
I literally became my client. I had to embody those same mindset principles that I teach every day in
Yeah.
just 4 weeks, Danielle, in
Oh,
just weeks. And I say that not in a braggadocious way because it was
of
presented to
course.
me only 4 weeks out.
Mm-hmm.
I literally
Mm-hmm.
only had 4 weeks to prepare,
Yeah,
but that showed me that what I teach, I knew what I teach works,
sure.
but to put myself in that experience,
Mm-hmm.
uh, even for this moment,
Sure.
I do it daily, but to really take, instead of let's say 4 months or instead of just 8 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
to do it in 4 months fast,
Mm-hmm.
it just shows you that when you align those areas, you get into alignment spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, and you go all in with no regrets, showing up unapologetically, everything just aligns and it
Yes.
works out.
Yes.
And this is the most peaceful, I would
Mm.
say, because I do bodybuilding competitions too. I'm a natural pro figure competitor in the bodybuilding industry. And
Yeah.
like winning your pro card is like one of the highest achievements that you can receive in the bodybuilding industry. It's like
Uh-huh.
winning a gold medal in the Olympics.
Sure.
And
Yep.
I received that in the IMBF organization.
Very
But
good.
I would say preparing for this pageant was even more challenging than getting ready for the bodybuilding competition.
Can only
And so
imagine.
to be able to implement those same tools and strategies and
Mm-hmm.
mindset, teachings to do that in just 4 weeks, like it blew my mind. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was defining moment for me.
That is so amazing. First of all, again, congratulations on
Thank
winning
you.
Miss Illinois in the United States of America pageant. So I
Thank
don't know. I
you.
guess, can you educate me? Because is that the same as Miss USA or Miss America, but it's
So,
divided in the states? I haven't seen it
great
since I was a
question.
kid. Okay.
Great question. So the United States of America's Miss pageant, Miss Illinois pageant, MISS, it is a different organization than the USA pageant. It's like a sister. It's like a
Okay.
sister pageant to the USA pageant. There's
Okay.
multiple, just like in the bodybuilding industry, there's
Mm-hmm.
multiple organizations that you can be a
Mm-hmm.
part of, right?
Okay.
Within the organization, you have these levels, right?
Mm-hmm.
So by me now becoming the United States of America's Miss Illinois, I now represent the entire state of Illinois. Well,
Mm-hmm.
come May of 2025, Memorial Day weekend,
Uh-huh.
I will have to compete amongst all the other 50 states representing Illinois for
Oh.
national.
Oh,
Um, the
okay.
the United States of America's Miss USA. So right now,
Okay.
yep, right now I represent the entire state of Illinois. Come May, I'm already declaring it. Let me
Yeah.
declare it on your podcast to be
Absolutely.
United States of America's Miss USA.
Wow. Oh my goodness. That is just
Different terms.
huge. How has that been? Like
Yes.
winning the title? I mean, representing the state of
Oh
Illinois. I
my
was born in
gosh.
Illinois, born and raised, honey. So I'm so proud to have you
Yes.
on here representing my home state as well. So
Thank
how does it
you.
feel? Tell us how
Oh
it
my
feels.
gosh. It feels amazing. It
Yeah.
feels amazing. I'm so grateful. And literally, I kid you not, like we're supposed to start in January, but the week after winning the title, on day two, I had a speaking engagement. Then me and my daughter had a speaking engagement. Like it's been
Wonderful.
nonstop. We did our I'm in the city of Bolingbrook, so we did the Christmas of Lights Festival parade. Like it's been nonstop.
Wonderful.
The mayor of Bolingbrook, Mayor Mary, she's doing a press release coming up for me this coming Thursday, the day before my
Oh,
birthday.
yay.
And so
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is how it's gonna be already. I see. I'm gonna
Oh,
have to
yeah.
thank you.
You're already booked and busy. So with this on top of your other obligations,
Yeah.
you are. I'm so thank you for taking this interview and being on the
You know what?
podcast. I'm so honored.
Yeah, I am so grateful because, it's what I do every day. This is what
Yeah.
I've already been doing. So this is icing on the cake. And
Yeah.
I'm grateful for the opportunity that God has allowed me to be able to even elevate my platform.
Mm-hmm.
So it's everything that I have prayed for. Even though it wasn't on my radar for this year,
You
it came
never
out of
know. That's what's so
that.
amazing about God.
Yes,
That's what's
yes.
you never know what He has for you.
Yes, that's so true.
Yes.
And
Mm-hmm.
let me not forget to mention this.
Mm-hmm.
Just a few months prior, I received my honorary doctorate in philosophy of humanitarianism
That's
through
right.
the Christian Bible University. That
Girl, what
wasn't
a
on the
year.
radar. But what was, here's the thing, and this
Uh-huh.
this is amazing how God works. Both of these two experiences for me were both were both things that I had dreamed of or thought about in the past.
Sure.
Years ago, visions, you see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I always say that whatever we think about, whatever dream we've had, whatever vision that comes to mind, it wasn't meant to just be in our mind for just a second and then just throw it under the rug and don't think
That's
about it.
right.
No, it's going to happen. It's supposed
Absolutely.
we may
Oh,
not know when, we may not know when the time or day is going to get here, but
that's right.
God didn't forget about it. He gave it
Yes.
to us for a reason. He's
Yes.
just preparing us while we're waiting. You see what I'm saying? And so
Listen.
in the
Yes.
wait, lessons and experiences that we still have to go through.
Right.
So I'm grateful because even though it wasn't on the radar, it was unexpected. It wasn't something that I hadn't prayed about or thought about or envisioned in the past. These were
Got you.
both dreams that I always wanted to do, but just never knew the how, if that
You
makes
really
sense.
are speaking from personal experience, Brittany. And I'm pretty sure this is probably everyone could probably relate to this, especially faith-based human beings. Like you said,
Hey.
you thought about this before. You didn't know why you
Yeah.
thought of it. You didn't really work towards it. It wasn't on the vision board, but it was in your
Yep.
thoughts, right? That's
Yeah.
exactly what is happening in my life. I remember seeing myself
That's
on
so good.
stage over 20 years ago. And it was so weird to me because I'm like, God, why do you keep showing me these visions of me speaking on stage? Because I'm
That's
like,
so
I'm never doing that. Like that's never going to happen. So why is this still in my head? Lo and behold, it is
good.
part of my purpose. I am now speaking at different organizations. I have a keynote next month,
Yeah.
and I know it's God
Period.
because I'm not walking into that. That's an all God thing. So it just warms
That's
my heart to hear you say that, because
yeah.
it's just one of those things where it's like, God, sometimes I don't know what you're doing. I don't know
Mhm.
everything, but I know you have a blueprint for all of our lives. And just to
Yeah.
hear you having that vision and it coming to pass this year, well, not even thinking twice about it. 4 weeks presented to you.
Yeah.
You have 4 weeks to prepare. You
Hit the
hold the
ground running.
title. It just goes to show you that in your
Yeah.
wildest dreams, you could still never ever
Yep.
think of what it is he's going to present to you. I am just
Yes.
so proud of you.
Thank you. I received
Yes.
that. And piggyback. Well, first off, congratulations again to you for your
Oh,
keynote coming up and all of your speaking engagements.
thank
But
you.
just to piggyback off of that, I remember when my grandfather is Blaine Ramsey Jr. and my
Uh-huh.
father is Blaine Ramsey III. Well, my grandfather, he was an AME minister for over 50 years.
Uh-huh.
And three of the things that he told me before he passed away, when he was literally on his deathbed, was to be bold, to be instant, and to be like Jesus.
That's right.
Well, I want to continue that legacy for the rest of my life, Danielle. Those
Yeah,
three that he gave me have stuck with me since then. And it just reminds me that we have to always be ready. Like, don't try to get ready. No, already be ready. So
that's
that's what
right.
my job is to prepare people so that way we're already ready. We don't have
Absolutely.
to, the opportunity comes our way, we need to be ready now. You see what I'm
Yep.
saying? And
Mm-hmm.
so when we align ourselves in those 5 areas, we're able to be ready now. And so just
Absolutely.
like you said, God, he prepares us so that we are ready now. And so
Yes.
everything that we've had to experience, whether it was good or bad, it was for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
It was for a
Mm-hmm.
reason. It's prepared us for now.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that you've been through has prepared you to step on those stages and speak in front of those rooms and those
Mm-hmm.
audience. Our story now has to be able to help somebody else do what we're doing or even
Correct.
go fast
That's
or
right.
higher. And
Yes.
so it's exciting. But yeah,
It's
I'm
very
telling you, I'm
exciting.
so grateful.
All you have to do is say yes to it. And we all have that choice. We can continue to, let fear dictate and run our lives. But I've come to find out, even when you allow that to happen, he's still going to bring it back to you. You're never going to run away
Yeah.
from what it is that he wants you to do, whether you start
Or,
now or
or it's
later.
gonna keep or it's
It's
gonna keep haunting us for
he's
the rest
gonna
of our
keep coming back.
until
Yes,
we
that
do it. Until we do it, it's gonna keep coming back. That's so true.
absolutely. That yes is so important. Okay,
Yeah.
so business and growth. You help people build their bodies, businesses, and bank accounts. How do you approach creating financial success while helping others with their health and fitness?
Oh my gosh, this is so good because when we are toned, when our body is confident, Danielle, we're
You
able to
feel
show
different.
up different.
Yep.
We're able to show up powerful, even more
Yes.
powerful. We
It's
are able
something that
to
just happens.
right. You got to put the work in, but you
Mm-hmm.
are able to show up as your powerful self. When you do that, guess what happens? It's a direct correlation. You're able to increase your income because
Mm-hmm.
now you're showing up more online. You're attracting your clients to you now. That
Correct.
allows you to your income. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
More media opportunities come your way. what happens now when more media opportunities come your way? Now more clients are coming your way. That directly correlates with now more income. You see what I'm saying? When you are feeling good and you're releasing past trauma, you are forgiving, you are cleaning up, any past wounds, you are allowing yourself to become your next level self. Well, guess what? Now you're releasing those money blocks.
That's
Now
right.
you're able to be open to receive, right? And so that's what I teach. I teach to get into alignment so that way you can now show up as your highest self. When you do that, you're fulfilled, you're happy, you're at peace, you're satisfied. You know, you're not in the lack mindset anymore. You have no worries, no fear, no doubt is in the way. And that in return allows you to increase your income.
Yes, it does. Isn't it crazy how it all works together? It really does.
All aligned.
The more you feel great about yourself overall, you're going to show up in a way that, I don't know, it's just like a confidence boost just takes over your entire body, mind, and soul, whenever you feel great about yourself. So yeah, it definitely does work all together. What's one key business lesson you've learned while growing your personal training business?
Lead with integrity. Lead with integrity and show up for yourself. Because when we, as the coach, as the leader in our business, when we're off, everything else is off around us, from our internal, our personal homes, and it directly trickles down in our business. So whenever I'm off mentally, whenever I'm like, man, I'm not in alignment, I'm not feeling this, whenever I fall off of my own workouts and my nutrition, my water, guess what? So are my clients. You see what I'm saying? So it always comes back to me. And not to say that in a negative way, but what I've learned in business is that if I set my boundaries so that way I now have the time and I make the time to pour into myself so that way I can show up at 100%, then everybody around me in my business, my clients, my family, everybody else is showing up at their highest self at 100%.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the role you take on when you're a leader. Absolutely. They all look to you for that energy and to feed them what it is they need to be their best selves. Now, what are some upcoming projects, events, and initiatives you're excited about that you like to share with us today?
Oh my gosh. Well, first off, 2025 is going to be amazing. It's going to
Sounds
be
like it.
absolutely mind-blowing because I have planned for the new year, and I can share this, to kick off my very first book.
Yeah.
And so I have to share that. Yes.
That's so exciting.
Thank you. Now that actually was on my radar even before the pageant.
Yeah.
And so I wrote it 2 years ago, but I stopped. I wrote it 2 years ago, but I stopped. Guess what I was saying to myself?
What?
Limiting beliefs of, oh, maybe I think I need more time, or I think I need more examples, or all the things.
Anything to keep you just not doing it.
Yeah. But what I realized was that there were these experiences that I still needed to accomplish and go through, not even accomplish, but go through before I finished.
Okay.
So I now have these big, huge, major events that just happened in my life that I'll share in my story in this book. So I'm excited about that. And
I
then
mean, how you had several though. You had several huge events this year.
Yes. And what? And my mindset is it never has to die.
That's right.
And I say that because I was just thinking the other day, you know how we sometimes hear the phrase, oh, it's your season. Oh, it's your season. I now, not that I don't like that saying, because it's true, but I have a different perspective about it now. Because I like it's always our season.
Yeah, that's great.
When we think about our season, we think about, oh, good. Everything happening around you is good. But my it's always our season, because even when we're in those down moments are there to make us stronger and to prepare us for what's to come, right?
What a
But
healthy perspective. Yes.
we can't change and become our next level self until the old us dies. So something has to die first before we rebirth into our next level self, right? But with
Yeah.
that being said, it's a daily constant inner work that we must do. However, we should constantly stay in that mindset of abundance of like, oh, you think this was something, oh, you just wait because there's more. You see what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
When I
Absolutely.
say that, we
Mm-hmm.
should always be in the mindset of, oh, you think that was something? Oh, but guess what? God's not through with me yet. There's even more. Why? Because he gave us a purpose. And
Correct.
that purpose, not just to just sit there and stay on this just one level here. No, it's
Come
to
on
keep
now.
elevating. It's
Speak.
to keep bringing people higher than even we have gone,
Oh
right?
man. Yeah.
Purpose is our purpose was to create was created not just for ourselves. It was to create. It was created to help other people to
Yep.
teach them how to do it or how to do it faster than we did, right? So with that being
Absolutely.
said, we should all we should always be expected of ourselves to keep showing up powerfully.
That is
Oh, you
kingdom
know
talk,
what?
honey. Yes.
I got
Mm-hmm.
a speaking engagement. Oh, okay. I got another one here. Yes. Oh, you doing that too, girl? Yes, girl. Oh, she do
Yes.
it. You doing that? I sure did. Oh, you doing this
Yes.
again? You see what I'm saying? Why?
Absolutely, I do.
Because it is our responsibility. So I
Yep.
look at it as like, you know what? No, it's not just my season today. It's gonna always be my season because
Tell
it's
them. Let's
my
talk about it.
responsibility. God has chosen me to lead by example, to be the
Sure.
example for
Mm-hmm.
somebody who is already powerful, but may have lost their motivation and belief in themselves, right?
Correct.
Or for
Yep.
somebody who needs that motivation to now be uplifted. So it's like, oh, this is just the beginning. There's
This is
more.
just the beginning. That's right.
So
I love that. And I'm so happy that you touched on that because we do have the tendency, like you said, it's not a bad thing to say, this is our season.
yeah,
But whenever you hear it, it tends to come with the connotation that the season will end at some point because spring ends,
yeah,
summer
there
ends,
it
fall
is.
ends. But
Yeah,
this season can be your life, to think
yeah,
abundantly. It's definitely just setting us up to think highly of ourselves, to continue that
yeah.
elevation and that momentum that God has placed in us. It never has to end. It only ends if you allow it to end.
Yep, that's so
Yes,
true. And
absolutely.
so it's like, so how do we do that? How do we stay in this season of abundance,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we get into alignment. The 5 ways that I teach is getting clarity first, right? Where
Uh-huh.
are you right? Where do you desire to be? What's holding you back from staying in that mindset of abundance? We write that down. Okay, what area
Uh-huh.
do I need in? Second thing is, what do you desire? What do you love to do? What do you absolutely love to do that you see yourself doing every single day with your
Yep.
eyes closed, waking up like, yes, Lord, not only do I love this, I can be anywhere in the world doing it and getting paid for it. I love it, right? This is what I
Mm-hmm.
want to do. This is not what I need to do, is
It's
what
what
I
I
want
want
to
to do.
do.
Amen.
Sometimes we stay in relationships, businesses, careers, all the things out of
Mm-hmm.
need. Not
Mm-hmm.
because we want it there. We're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stay in this 9 to 5 because it is paying the bills, but we're angry, we're frustrated, we don't want to be
Anxious.
there.
Yes.
So we have to make sure that we're doing what we want to do, what feels good to you, right? And then the
Absolutely.
have to do is release what no longer serves us. Who
Mm-hmm.
or what do you need to release that is no longer serving you? What
Mm-hmm.
patterns or behaviors are coming up that no longer serve you, right? Well,
Mm-hmm.
just
Mm-hmm.
waking up and running out of the house without your meals and just going through, unconsciously through, fast food lines here and there, not worrying about where you are, where your numbers are. What is that scale saying? Has the scale gone up, or have I not even looked at it in the past 5 months, right? So
Mm-hmm.
those things that we have to be mindful of. Otherwise, it becomes accepted behavior, but it's really dysfunctional. You
Very
see what I'm
well.
saying?
And so, yeah, you
So,
said a
so we have
mouthful
to make
there.
sure. Yeah. So, and then the last two, because it's five, the fourth and
Uh-huh.
fifth way is number four is we have to invest in ourselves. We have to invest in ourselves because we cannot expect for our clients to pay us or transfer services from each other if we haven't even invested in ourselves. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
So we have to have the mindset of, you know what, this will work.
Mm-hmm.
There's more information that I need to go to my next level. So why am I trying to do it all alone? That's
Mm-hmm.
what kept me stuck years, and even in my business, because I was trying to do it all alone. I
Yeah.
was too afraid and shameful of asking for help.
Yeah. Woo, I
What do
know that
high
all too
achievers
well.
do? What do high achievers do, right? We're like, I'm the motivator, I'm the encourager. Can't you agree that it's very hard for us to ask for help?
Absolutely. That was my problem for a very long time. I'm like, no one's going to be able to do it like me,
So,
but I have to
so
get out
right.
of that.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yes, we have to release that control. We have to
Mm-hmm.
release that feeling of shame of I don't want anybody to know that I need help. Well, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Every last one of us on this planet, no
Need
matter
help.
how successful we are, we need help in every area of our life.
Everybody.
In
Yep,
some way,
absolutely.
shape, or form, right? Even Michael
Mm-hmm.
Jordan had a coach,
Yeah.
right? The president of the United States has a coach. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. I was just
So,
talking to a really good friend about that. A mentor needs a mentor. A coach needs a coach. A pastor needs a pastor. We all need someone to help us, okay?
I am a firm believer in coaches, mentors having mentors, leaders having wise counsel. We need that
Very
because we need
important.
somebody on our neck for accountability and support as well. But it takes me to the fifth way to
Mm-hmm.
accelerate into abundance, and that's to take action.
Yeah.
Because we can have all the skills and strategies and education, all the knowledge, all the coaches in the world. But if we don't take action on it, we're going to stay stuck. So
That's
those
right.
are my 5 ways that I just shared with you that help us to accelerate into abundance. So we are always staying in that season, in that mindset of abundance, building our bodies, our business, and our bank account. And that's what my book is about.
I love it. Now, what is the name of this book and when can we expect it?
Yes, so the name of the book is Own Your Struggle. Own
Okay.
Your Struggle is a self-help guide that helps you to accelerate into abundance,
Okay.
building your body bank account. And so I'm saying January/February, I'll be launching it.
Okay, wonderful. If you do happen to launch it before this episode, let me know because you come out in January. So I will be happy to link it in the description with the podcast. So yeah, at any time I could always add it.
Okay.
So you just let me
Oh, I
know. Yes.
appreciate that.
Well, Brittany,
Yes.
it has been such a
Thank
joy having you on the Spark Ignited. Thank you so much for saying yes and joining me today. We have learned a lot, and I'm sure we can have a part two one day because there's just so
you.
much
Yes.
to unfold. But where can my audience find you on social media?
Yes. So if you are on social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, you can follow me at Brittany Ramsey. And you see my name here, Brittany Ramsey, and connect with me. Send me a message. Let me know that you were on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on Instagram, you can follow and connect with me at The Real Misfit Brit. And that's TherealMissfitBritt. So at The Real Misfit Brit on Instagram. And yeah, message me on any of those platforms. If you guys are listening in now, message me the word "it's time," so that way
Okay.
I know.
Call to action.
Yeah, so that way I know that you came from Danielle's podcast. And what I'll do, Danielle, for your guest is I'll give them a complimentary health assessment, so I can see where
Okay.
they
Spark
go.
Ignited listeners, listen to that. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, all the Spark and Night listeners, if you want to tone your body, if you're like, listen, I do need help with knowing what to eat, what I need to do at my gym, what I need to do
Yes.
at home, I
Mm-hmm.
can help. I got your back. I got your back.
I love that. And I'll make sure to link whatever it is that you want me to link in the description below. Easier to find you that way. And they can
Okay.
definitely access you and get the help that I know they're going to want because you come packed with everything, honey. Everything. Like I said, it has been such a joy. And thank you guys so much for tuning in today. As always, you can get me every Tuesday wherever you get your podcasts and every Wednesday on YouTube for the visual. All right, you guys have the best week ever. And again, Happy New Year. All right, bye-bye. Thank you for tuning into A Spark Ignited. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs inspiration. Remember, the spark you need is already within you. Keep fanning the flame. Until next time, take care and stay inspired.